You're watching Outsiders. Soon we'll be delving into our weekly fix of lefty lunacy and hyperbole. But first to the US election, where Joe Biden and his running mate Kamala Harris are steadfastly refusing to answer the key question of whether they'll pack the courts if Judge Amy Coney Barrett is confirmed and the Democrats win the election. Joe Biden was allowed to dodge the question at the first presidential debate. When asked again by the media, this was his quite surprising response.
They'll know my opinion of court packing when the election is over. Now, look, I know it's a great question, y'all, and I don't blame you for asking. But you know, the moment I answer that question, the headline in every one of your papers will be about that.
I think we just got our answer there. Why would Biden's answer be the headline of every paper unless he plans to pack the court? The Supreme Court has had 9 justices for more than 150 years. So yes, it'll be newsworthy if the man favourite to win the election is about to change the rules to appease the far-left factions that now run his party. He was asked again today, and he's refined his answer from, I'll tell you after the election, to the voters don't deserve to know. And they're probably just Republicans anyway.
Sir, I've got to ask you about packing the courts. And I know that you said yesterday you aren't going to answer the question until after the election. But this is the #1 thing that I've been asked about from viewers in the past couple of days.
Well, you've been asked by the viewers who are probably Republicans who don't want me continuing to talk about what they're doing to the court right now.
Well, sir, don't the voters deserve to know?
No, they don't. I'm not going to play his game.
And Biden's running mate Kamala Harris didn't do much better when asked the question at the vice presidential debate.
Are you and Joe Biden, if somehow you win this election, going to pack the Supreme Court to get your way?
I'm so glad we went through a little history lesson. Let's do that a little more. In 1864...
Well, I'd like you to answer the question.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. I'm speaking. Okay. In 1864...
I'm speaking. Yep, she refused to answer the question, though Harris is on the record saying that she's open to packing the courts. And at the debate, Kamala not only dodged questions, but flat out lied about her party's position on another crucial issue in America, the Green New Deal and fracking.
Joe Biden will not end fracking. He has been very clear about that.
Really? Let's see just how clear Biden has been about fracking.
No new fracking. We are going to get rid of fossil fuels.
Well, like, what about, say, stopping fracking and stopping new pipe?
Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Biden administration?
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated. I guarantee you, we're going to end fossil fuel, and I am not going to cooperate. No ability for the oil industry to continue to drill, period. Ends. #1.
3 consecutive American presidents have enjoyed stints of explosive economic growth due to a boom in oil and natural gas production. As president, would you be willing to sacrifice some of that growth, even knowing potentially that it could displace thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of blue-collar workers in the interest of transitioning to that greener economy?
The answer is yes.
And Kamala Harris, who is an original co-sponsor of the utterly insane Green New Deal, has also said she would absolutely ban fracking. But don't expect the Democrats' propaganda arm, aka the media, to fact-check her or Biden on their many contradictory statements. No, the media was so upset by Mike Pence's sterling performance at that debate that they focused on issues like mansplaining and fixated on a fly.
I mean, I don't think it's ever a good sign when a fly lands on your head for 2 minutes. You know, that's a sign all through history of sin. You know, a fly, he who commands the fly has always been seen historically as the mark of the devil.
Dear God, that was MSNBC. Let's check in with CBS and their host, Gayle King.
At one point when they were talking about systemic racism, I think it's very interesting timing that a fly would land on Mike Pence's head at that particular time when he said that there really wasn't systemic racism. I saw the fly basically go and say, what?
These people are nuts, and they've been in the midst of a 4-year-long tantrum. For Trump to win re-election, he has to overcome not only the Democrats, but also the most astounding media campaign any politician has faced in modern history.